Hello. Good Monday morning. Um, why am I on here? Because for one, I had not the entire weekend wasn't rough, but I would say from Friday to Saturday, it was somewhat rough emotionally for me, and it just got me to thinking about. And it was rough because I just experienced a wave of grief, and it got me to thinking about the waves of grief, how I relate to it, and then how people, I guess, relate to you when you're dealing with it. And I feel like I'm having a hard time getting my words out. I have learned to just ride the waves, and I'm aware enough of myself to know when I'm in those moods or in that funk. You know, I might not answer my phone. I might not engage socially, and I'll be extra quiet, especially in a work environment, because I just don't feel comfortable and safe enough in that environment to say, hey, I'm feeling this way, you know, I'm just not engaging because this is where I'm at. Because a lot of times people don't understand the the grief. A lot of people want to try to make you feel better or give you some comforting words or stuff like that. And a lot of, you just okay, yes, people mean well, and at the same time, none of that is helpful when you're riding that great wave. Sorry, that wave of grief. What is helpful is just to be there and to not try to do anything or fix, right? 'Cause obviously, you're not broken. You're just having an experience that's deeply painful. And it just reminds me of how well we don't deal with grief and its impacts in this culture or loss or pain. It's like we always try to avoid it, sweep it under the rug, hurry up and get people through it and out of it, because it makes us feel uncomfortable to feel that or see somebody else that you love that's in pain, even though it's just part of living. I don't really know if there's any existential reason for pain. I'm not of the camp that necessarily believes that. I just think it's a part of life because it's a part of life. People die and relationships end, and you know, sometimes people's decisions affect you in a negative way. And it's just something we learn to deal with and grapple with as we journey through life. It's just part of the human experience. So I really think we do it poorly in this country. Um, I don't know if they do it well in any environment, any country, any continent, um, any culture. Excuse me. And I just, sometimes just the weight of what you're left with when you lose a spouse and you have young children to raise, like I was left with years ago, it's unexplainable, indescribable. And sometimes the pain of that is just there, or the realization of what you have to do, to move through life. Not only take care and care for yourself, but you have other children, you have a family at home, and all these other responsibilities that you didn't set out to deal with by yourself. You had plans that was going to be the two of you doing this together, and then that person, leaves, and then you're left with it all. The dreams for the future, it's all just gone. You have to dream new dreams and new futures, and I say new futures, a new future. Um, you have to support your children in a different way. You have to take care of yourself and even show up more for yourself in a different way. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes all that is just draining, very, very draining. And there is no answer, there is no relief um, sometimes from all that pain. I just wanted to share that. I don't really think I have any particular reason for doing this video other than just to get that off my chest. Yeah, I don't think there's any other particular reason other than I just wanted to get that off my chest and just kind of open up some dialogue with myself about what I've been dealing with and what I've dealt with this weekend. It's been a while since I felt that out of sorts for as long as I did. And it seems as like the more work I do to be more in tune and more grounded with myself, the more I'm feeling all the things. Because I've had waves of grief before, um, but it just I don't this wave kind of felt different, just within, and this is stirring within my spirit and within my body. I could really feel it in my body, and I was able to name it and notice those little things. So I'm grateful for that level of awareness, not just of my mental state, but just physically how it affects me, and the impact I believe to my spirit as I move through this. Yeah, because the pain is real and it just sucks. I mean, this shit sucks all the way around. There's no fluffy, nice way to say it. And that's okay too. You know, I'm having to come to terms with it's okay that to feel the way I feel and to be raw and real about it and not to sugarcoat it more for my own benefit than for anybody else's, you see. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to share that and kind of get that off my chest. Um, yeah, I think that's it for this Monday. Have a great day.